The sleek, modern kitchen set was bathed in the warm glow of professional lighting rigs, every gleaming surface meticulously staged to create the perfect backdrop for Meghan Markle's latest foray into the world of entertainment. After years of controversy and highly publicized feuds with the British royal family, the Duchess of Sussex was betting everything on this new venture, a cooking show that would showcase her culinary skills and relatability to the masses. As the cameras prepared to roll on the first episode, a palpable buzz of anticipation filled the air. Meghan's team had pulled out all the stops, curating an array of fresh, locally sourced ingredients and arranging them with artistic precision across the expansive granite countertops. This was to be her grand reintroduction to the public, a chance to reshape her narrative and cement her status as a multimedia maven. But just as Meghan stepped onto the set, a hush fell over the crew as the unmistakable sound of her cell phone shattered the careful silence. She glanced down at the screen, her expression shifting from one of eager enthusiasm to utter disbelief in a matter of seconds. It was a terse message from none other than Reed Hastings, the co-CEO of Netflix, and the words contained within threatened to bring Meghan's grand ambitions crashing down around her. "Production on your cooking show is being halted immediately," the message read. "We're terminating our contract with you and will not be streaming this series on our platform. Our market research indicates there is simply not enough demand or interest in this type of content from you at this time." Meghan's hands trembled as she read and reread those fateful words, her carefully crafted poise crumbling with each passing second. This was a devastating blow, a ruthless rejection that called into question not just her latest project, but her entire pursuit of a post-royal career in the entertainment industry. As the crew looked on in stunned silence, Meghan struggled to maintain her composure, her dreams of culinary stardom evaporating before her very eyes. In that moment, she understood the harsh reality that her fame and status alone were not enough to guarantee success, a painful lesson in the fickle, unforgiving nature of the entertainment business. In the days and weeks that followed, the fallout from Netflix's decision reverberated across the media landscape. Pundits and critics pounced on the news, dissecting every aspect of the debacle and speculating about what it meant for Meghan's future prospects. Some lambasted Netflix for its perceived lack of loyalty, accusing the streaming giant of sacrificing artistic integrity at the altar of market research and bottom lines. Others, however, argued that the decision was a sound business move, a prudent course correction in the face of mounting evidence that Meghan's star power had dimmed in the wake of her royal exit. For Meghan herself, the cancellation was a humbling experience, a stark reminder that the path to sustainable success in the entertainment world was a treacherous one, littered with pitfalls and setbacks even for those who seemed destined for greatness. In the end, the cooking show that never was became a cautionary tale, a lesson in the importance of perseverance, resilience, and the ability to adapt in an industry that often prizes novelty over substance. And while the future remained uncertain for the Duchess of Sussex, one thing was clear: her journey to reinvent herself and forge a new path had only grown more daunting, with the specter of failure looming larger than ever before. The cancellation of Meghan Markle's planned cooking show on Netflix is likely to have a significant negative impact on her relationship with the streaming giant moving forward. Here are a few ways their partnership could be affected. Trust and goodwill damaged. This abrupt cancellation after presumably investing considerable time and resources into development damages the trust between Meghan and Netflix. The company's blunt rejection via text message seems insensitive and could foster resentment on Meghan's part about how she was treated after committing to this project. The goodwill and collaborative spirit typically needed for a successful production relationship has taken a major hit. Questioning of her drawing power. By citing lack of demand and audience interest as the reason for axing the show, Netflix has essentially questioned whether Meghan still carries enough cash and appeal to merit a platform. This undercuts her perceived marketing value and ability to generate sufficient viewership. Her representatives will likely take offense to this implied dismissal of her star power. Hesitation for future projects. After this failed initiative, Netflix may be more hesitant and risk-averse when it comes to greenlighting any other proposed projects from the Duchess. There could be skepticism that her ideas can translate into commercially viable content for their service. They may demand more proof of concept before allocating resources. Leverage and negotiating power reduced. From Meghan's perspective, the the cancellation reduces her leverage and ability to call the shots in negotiations with Netflix on potential future deals. The company has now pushed back against her and may aim to structure any subsequent contracts more in their favor from a financial and content control standpoint. Overall strained relationship. Unless there are some major peacemaking efforts, this very public, awkward cancellation could cast a pall over Meghan's entire working relationship with Netflix moving forward. There is likely residual tension, friction and reputational damage on both sides that will make the partnership strained and fragile if it does continue. Of course, with time and new leadership, these relational impacts could eventually be repaired. But in the short term, this abrupt dismissal of her passion project will make Meghan's production company's dealings with Netflix significantly more challenging and clouded by the fallout of this high-profile cancellation.